Sorry guys, my camera's been broken. This camera doesn't actually have audio, so now I'm have to do this separately. Um, this is my Ultimate Survivor pack. Down to the bottom, I have bungee cords bunging on my bedroll to the loops on the bottom of my outdoor um, backpacking backpack. My bedroll consists of this camouflage burlap, which I got at Walmart. It was on clearance. I think it was like $3 or $6. But when the proverbial excrement hits the rotating metal blade, you're gonna want to camouflage yourself. Plus, you can camouflage your site. I also have this tarp I bought for Walmart really cheap, and I also have U.S. Army 100% wool blankets inside the sheet. I have two of them in there. Folded them all together to save some space. All right, well, get this out of the way. Now, my outdoor backpack, I got this at Walmart on clearance for $30. It was a $65 item. It's got four pockets on the outside. It's got some loops here and there all over it. Of course, parachute bracelet. Always good in a survival situation. Got multiple handles. Also got padded backpackers waist strap plus the shoulder straps. Also has a hook for a camel, which did not come with a bag. I'm still going to get. Carabiner with a compass on it so you don't get lost. Also has a key ring. So, that's always helpful. Don't want to get lost in the woods. Now it's got a open flap, so it helps protect your insides from weather. Cinches down nice. This here is a whistle that you can also get at Walmart, only a couple of bucks. It's got a thermometer on it, high-pitched whistle, another compass, and a magnifying glass. Uh, Helpful in all situations. So I pretty much doubled up a lot of things. Um, in the outside pocket here, we got some items. I got two emergency blankets and a rain poncho. I'm explaining something here, but I'm not sure what it is. Can't remember. Uh, and this I picked up at college. It's a like a little diary. It's got an elastic shutter on it, and it's got an important message in here that you need to keep track of while you're in the woods. Improvise, adapt, and overcome. Maintain a positive attitude, and trust God. These three basic things are going to be very, very important in a survival situation. You always want to maintain a positive attitude. And of course, in the military, improvise, adapt, overcome is always important. Don't play the victim role. You hit a wall, you keep on trucking. And then trust in God, it's always good to have faith. I have a flag patch here. The stars are on the opposite side, which means distress. Also, I have a mechanical pencil, and a Sharpie. The Sharpie's got duct tape wrapped around it because instead of having a bulky roll, it's useful there. The baggies you can also use as other types of storage for water or berries that you've collected or nuts or such. They're always going to come in handy. Plus, they keep everything waterproof. So I have almost everything wrapped in plastic bags. This here is a U.S. Army survival hand guide I found online and printed out. Uh, it's good for in a survival situation in a physical sense to help you be able to survive the elements, but it also comes across from the military standpoint of being behind enemy lines and keeping yourself hidden from your enemy as well as surviving, which when the proverbial excrement hits the metal spinning blades, you're going to want to be, yet again, protected and hidden. Here I have a picture of my daughter and myself. Also, I printed out a how to make soap using rendered down animal fat and lye from the ashes in your campfires. And some note cards, just extra, things that you may want to make notes while you're going through the guide. In my other outside pocket here, I have a knife. Now it's very important that your knife have a solid blade going all the way through the handle, because when you're using it to baton, you don't want the blade busting off from the handle, which a lot of the fake rainbow survival knives, they're just screwed into the handle and they bust off. Here's a snap glow stick. I just got it in there just because. Um, some amber colored sunglasses, always helpful and handy. Check the other outside pocket, and we have a Coleman saw. It's a really nice, compact, sturdy blade. It's got a locking mechanism on it so that, when you open it up, it doesn't fold back on you. It's got really coarse teeth on it. It's going to be good for sawing down other branches that, you don't want to go through the effort of hatcheting or such. This here is just a off bug protector or your repeller. I just had laying around, so I put it in there. A candle's always good. You can use the wax as an additional fire accelerant. Plus, this is a citronella candle. Help keep the mosquitoes away. Plus, give you some light. Just a pocket knife. And a Leatherman. Leatherman is the way to go. It's got so many different things on it that are useful in a survival situation. Plus, the fact is the $5 and $10 models just don't hold up. You put any torque on the pliers part, they bust. The knives bust easily, and everything else. The Leatherman is worth the extra money. You can get the cheap model for like $65 now, and they have a 25-year guarantee. If something breaks, they replace it, either the whole unit or the items that broke. Now the upper pocket here, I got some items. Got a solar powered flashlight. This recharges the lithium battery that's on the inside, but it also has two button cell batteries, just in case you run out from the solar charged battery. You got battery backup. This is always comes in handy. That I got at Walmart. It was pretty cheap as well. Um, Here, I got this at the Dollar Tree. I love the Dollar Tree. Thing's great. Got an extra carabiner on it. It's flat. It doesn't take up any space or weight. And you got a way to transport water. Now these, I got the tube that filters out everything and you just stick the water in the straw in the stream, and you can drink any water. It filters out all the microbials, toxins, everything. It's a really great thing. Um, it's got you can only do so many gallons of use with it. So this other one I got just filters out big particles and toxins. It's got a carbon filter in it. So, but you still need to sterilize for microbials. So between the two of them, I will have a lot of clean drinking water. But with the one that doesn't do the microbials, I got some potable agua. It's a cleanser, but you're not going to want to use this on a regular basis for your health reasons. So therefore, you basically going to want to boil the water and use the one dark blue straw for filtering out other stuff, and then The life straw is more like, you're hiking along, you need to dip into some really questionable water, and um, but you always got to back up just in case one or the other straws break down. Got the instructions for both straws in there. Now, this year I have binoculars. You're going to want to have some long range sight. Again, when the excrement hits the proverbial spinning blade, you're going to want to be able to spy on other survivors. If it's, a government incursion against the Patriots, whatever, you're going to want to see them coming from a ways away. Now, this here, my grandfather gave me for Christmas. It's a really awesome thing. It's got a compass. It's got a whistle. It's got binoculars that fold up inside. It's really cool how the lenses just pop out like that. It's got a flashlight and a signal light that can come in handy, and if you're out backpacking and you want to be seen. It's got some signal mirrors and some knives, can opener, another saw blade on there, fish scaler, hook dislodger. This is one of the next things I'm working on getting is like a pocket fisherman. Very light and compact, something you could put in your pocket for just a little day trip and leave your backpack at your campsite. Now to get into the bulk of the main part of the bag. Now, when you're trying to get out of the city, you're not going to want to be marching into the woods with your camos on, and especially if you're running from a government situation, government takeover. You don't want to be the bozo walking into the woods with camos. They're going to know that you're, a patriot. It's got an extra pair of socks, the brown T-shirt, and the military-style belt. This here is a neat little kit, and yet again, it's sealed up in a plastic bag to keep it dry. In this bag here, I have a sterno type stovetop thing. It's a little kit I got in, one of them Cummins. They come in mall parking lot, buy tools and stuff for cheap. This is a really cool little stovetop. Cooks with sterno gas. It's going to take forever to, boil noodles or whatever. But in a situation where, all your firewood's way too wet or whatever, you can still have a cooking source. I have multiple ways of starting fire in this bag, and because fire is one of your most important things. This bag here contains a little cotton, 100% cotton makeup removers. I got 80 of them in a little tube from the Dollar Tree again for $1. And I coated the whole outside of them on both sides and rolled them up with an excess of petroleum jelly because it'll make them burn longer for starting fires or using it even as an emergency light source. But also the double purpose in this is that now you have a clean applicator to apply petroleum jelly to wounds or anything else that you may need it for. I just got some boxes of matches here. And these fire starter sticks, Coleman made them. They're like the fire starting logs that you have for your fireplaces, but it's just smaller, and it's even got a match tip on it and a strike pad right there. So there's a start to a fire real quick and easy. Here's my cordage bag and some other things. Got this at Walmart for like $2.50. It's some knockoff paracord on a line holder. So this here was only $1, and it's got waterproof tip matches in it. It's also got a striker in there in a Ziploc bag to keep it waterproof, even though this is a waterproof container. Plus some more duct tape. Like I said, to minimize the space with a roll. This here's a little striker. Works really great striking the petroleum cotton swabs. You just give it a little hit and it sparks, and I'll show you that here in a little bit. Of course, got a lighter. It's foolish to just, go out in a survival situation without at least a lighter. This here is a crank flashlight. It's got a 12 volt car adapter on it, so you can, like on camping trips or such, I can use it to charge my cell phone. But, in a situation where the excrement hits the rotating blade, that's one of the first things I'm actually going to ditch, which is my cell phone, with all the GPS locators and that. Um, and it's an actual extra flashlight that's on 100% crank power. This is just a small generic Leatherman. Can come in handy. This is a magnesium strike rod. Like I said, multiple sources of starting a fire because you never know how long you're going to be in that survival situation. This here is a grommet kit, so just in case I need to put some extra grommets in my tarp or in my bag, or just anything that may need an extra grommet, I got a grommet kit. It was on clearance for like $3 from Six. Another Ozark Trail thing from Walmart. Uh, they had this on clearance for 10 cents. It's just a D-ring kit, fix any of the things on your backpack. Another carabiner. And okay, two types of cordage here. This here is a small cordage. It's hemp. It's for making like hemp necklaces or braided bracelets or anything like that. But it's a real small cordage that you can use. This here's like baler's twine, a little bit sturdier than the hemp, but can be used in different jobs that you may not want to use the paracord on, whatever. It's a little bulky, but gets the job done. Got playing cards, in a long-term survival situation, and if you're amongst a group of survivors, play some Texas Hold'em. It helps with creature comforts and such. Got 2 rolls of electrical tape. That stuff comes in really handy. Cordage replacement. Here we got a mess kit and MRE heater. A while back in an Army Navy store, I bought an MRE for a camping trip, and it comes with this heater. It's reusable once it dries out, cools off, but you put a little bit of water in there, it heats up, you fold it, put the item in the package, put it in the box, it makes it like a little oven. Some instant coffee. Now, this is just a measuring device for teaspoons, tablespoons, whatever. More for a camping trip, not, um, survival. But you never know, may come in handy. I don't see myself doing much measuring on a survival. But this here's your typical, mess kit. You spin out the handle, and now you have a um, frying pan, a bowl, a pot for boiling water. I got some of these seeds as a survival store. They got a long shelf life. In a long time survival situation, you're going to want to start growing your own food instead of having to scavenge in and trap animals. This here is pretty neat. Another Walmart item. Uh, it's an all-in-one utensil unit. You fold out the spoon, you fold out the fork, and it comes apart into 2 pieces. Now you got a spoon and a fork. It's also got, can opener, wine corkscrew, and yet another knife. You can't have enough knives in a survival situation either. And it slides back together easy. You fold in the utensils, and it locks the 2 pieces together. And it fits in the mess kit quite nicely. You got a cup for measuring as well. It's got measuring in there, as well as drink your cups of coffee or just cups of water or whatever. We also have this Coleman 6 single serving coffee deals. Now, in a survival situation, and especially the first few days are going to be really, really hard. You're probably not going to be sleeping a lot. And so having a nice cup of coffee first thing in the morning is one of them creature comforts I was talking about, because everything of society is going to be ripped away from you. And so just having that comfortable, warm, hot coffee in the morning, plus the caffeine to help get you energized for the day, is going to be such a benefit to you. This here is awesome. It's a 3,600 calorie emergency ration bar. I got this at a survival store up in Georgia on my way down to Florida. And it's divided off into 9 sections. They gave me a sample of it at the store. It tastes like a piece of cake, and it's not thirst provoking. Plus, it gives you, nutrients and minerals and stuff that you need, and especially calories to help you survive. So it gives you your first 3 days supply of what you need right there. And yeah, another bag for storage of water, fruits, vegetables, whatever you gather, or even meat that you may smoke to preserve. Ramen noodles, another creature comfort food. Plus, the 3 day rations, may not fill you up enough. The dude told me it's actually filling. Each ration actually does help keep you full. But the ramen noodles, like I said, comfort food. Plus, it'll help extend you out a couple more days if you're having a hard time trapping animals or scavenging nuts, berries, and such to survive on. Now, this here is the last thing in the bag. Um, it's a really, it's like a, oh, here I'm showing you that there's metal ribs in the bag, and I had another notebook. The metal ribs help keep from the items in your bag poking you in the bag, plus gives you a nice flat surface right on your bag to make your bag more comfortable. Um, this here, like, when I was in the service, let's get the stuff out of the way. They had us have shower bags with all of our soaps and shampoos and stuff in it. And so a few years back when I was camping, I got this bag for this reason. But it's useful for a good med kit. Okay, here's all the items. It's got nice little pouches, a mirror for shaving. Not going to be concerned about your hair, but you can use as a signal mirror. I have contacts, so here's some solution in a container. Here is a thermometer. You just put it on your forehead, and the colors change to tell you what your temperature is. That way, you're not exchanging germs. Um, got that at the Dollar Tree for $1. A lot of the items in here is from the Dollar Tree, and it's really great. Like these gauze, they're big long rolls of gauze. You can use them to wrap around, a laceration wound on your arm, or even tie it around your shoulder for a sling or such. But they were $1 a piece. I mean, come on, it doesn't get much better than that. This here is a sewing kit I picked up for like $3. I think it was at a Winn-Dixie. It's a more inclusive kit than normal little patch kit. Plus, it's in a hard shell. It's got a measuring tape in there that you may need to use in some construction items, whatever. Um, Here, just some travel deodorant, because at first then you won't repel people. Some moisturizer from the Hampton Inn. Camping soap from Coleman, totally biodegradable, and a bar soap from the Hampton Inn again. Uh, Aspirin. I don't have any non-aspirin pain relievers, but I went with aspirin for the simple fact is that um, someone, they say medically, if someone's having a heart attack, give them an aspirin, and hopefully it'll stop the onset of the heart attack or reduce the effect of it because you're not in a survival situation, you're not going to the hospital. Some waterproof tape, some athlete's foot cream, some neosporin, some staph infection cream, another roll of tape, uh, alcohol swab pad, and an emergency situation, KFC, handy wipes, some a small tube of icy hot. This here is a digital thermometer, some more duct tape wrapped around it, two really chintzy sewing kits, and this is some of the self-sticking um, wrap, like the Red Cross or the community blood bank wraps around your arm when you get blood drawn to hold the gauze on. It re-sticks to itself multiple times. Very useful. Here is a generic Swiss Army knife. I believe that's another Walmart item. And here, Dollar Tree, really great. So an ace bandage, $1. An elbow things to help you support your elbows, your knee, uh, wristbands. Down here at the bottom of the screen, I don't point out is medical masks. I was watching Colony on Netflix, and if there's a viral outbreak, it'll protect you. And some feminine. Here is promised is the lighting of the petroleum smothered makeup removers. First, you open it up, fluff up the um, cotton so it's nice and fluffy, and it's really easy to light with petroleum. It makes it last longer. Just one strike, and there you go. And look at it, I couldn't even pound it out with my hand. I had to do it with my foot. That easy.